Okay, so this is the car that I plan on driving for the winter time. This is my E92 project. If you guys haven't been staying up to date, then check out the other videos, but let's give you guys an update, part 2, finishing off what I'm doing today. Just got all of the spark plugs replaced, opened up the coolant line, drained out a bunch of the coolant as well, so we're gonna top that back up. Okay, spark plugs are in, oil's topped up, coolant's topped up. Let's start up again. Before I start it up, I'm going to erase all the engine codes, see what we can do. I swapped out cylinder 5 and cylinder 1 coil pack to see if it makes a difference. Instant engine light. It's running smooth though. Okay, engine light came back, but the cylinder 5 misfire is gone. Crankshaft inlet and boost pressure control deactivation. I'll have to look into those. So I just drained out the transmission fluid. There it is there. Just the last little bits are going out, and we're going to top the transmission fluid back up. This is the transmission fluid that I'm going to be putting back into it. Okay, transmission fluid is all topped up. Just clean away that oil right there, some brake clean. Now let's do the differential. So I went to take the plug out and then it's dripping right away. That tells me it's full. And then it's like nice golden brown oil, which tells me that it actually is pretty fresh oil. So I'm not going to bother pulling out fresh oil just to replace it. If this was like a dark gray or black, then I would have done so. But it looks like the diff is good. So I'm just going to put the plug back. All right, time to put this brace back on. I was missing one of the bolts and washers, whatever. So I grabbed one of those, put it all back together. Okay, wheels are on. Okay, so the main under tray is back on. I didn't put the rest of the under trays on because they're a mess. Most of them just came out all broken, so I'm gonna look at getting new ones for all the rest of the under trays, but we got the main one on. Now we can put it onto the ground. Okay, it is finally back on the ground. Looks like I put the coilovers a little too high in the front. We got a pretty big gap there, we'll fill that. The rears, they came out pretty much right spot on of where I'd want it, so I don't think I'll be adjusting the rears. That's mint. Just a few things on the engine bay that I want to tighten up, put the filters in there, put the strut bars back on, and then we'll take it for the test drive. And then when I come back, we'll jack it up and we'll lower that front suspension. Okay, air filter cowls are on. I'm gonna pull it out of the garage now, and then I'll start cleaning up my disaster of a shop because I got tools everywhere. I'll leave it running, let it start to warm up and then bleed the coolant system, and then I'll start cleaning the shop while I'm doing that. Okay, so I got the license plates on. That actually took me a little longer than I thought. Bracket was tight, and then I just replaced the shocks because I had a vice grip holding that one up. Another time again, we'll do a part 3.